Hey there! Welcome back to another episode of TerraFirmaPunk on the TFPunk'd server. Today is episode 10, which means I want to do a server tour for today's episode, and I thought we would start over at my house, since my house is the thing you guys mainly see if you don't watch the other guys on the server. So, we're starting up at the top floor of my house, my little simple storage room with a bunch of tools, my irons, my storages, my anvils, and my querns, and then down here a little boring, normal floor, nothing in it yet. I'm looking for a DecoCraft bench, trying to craft a DecoCraft bench so we can get started on a little bit of that stuff, make this look all nice, and the bottom floor, same sort of dealio, but we're on an island. We are on a very floaty island up in the sky, because I thought that would match the whole feel of the steampunk build a lot more. Here's the outside. I'll give you guys a nice look at the outside. There's a couple things that I have appeared to miss, like that, and a little bit of texture breakage there that I didn't mean to, but here's the outside of my base. I think it looks really good. There's a little things that I can still improve on, but that's my base, and it's on a little island that we recently just did in the last episode. We have a little bit of a pine sapling here that needs space to grow. Huge lag spike, sorry about that. And my bloomery over here with a little bit of a pond up here, which I can actually refill my water sack in if I actually have a block in there that I can tap it against like that, and then I can refill it up here instead. I do sort of get bombarded by mobs up here, but that's my whole decision. I made that decision a little while ago. Everyone warned me like, oh, the extreme hills have giant miners and trolls and birds and all that sort of stuff. I fully accepted that in the event of, death, because it's a very dangerous area, but it's just so gorgeous. I love it. We need a little bit of work done to the bottom of the base, but other than that, it looks gorgeous. I love it. It's a big canyon. We have our first floating island there, and I plan to expand out into other little floating islands, but for right now, that's my base. Let's head over onto Beevil's base. And just now we're approaching up into Beevil's base, arguably the first base on the server, and most definitely the guy farthest ahead on the server. Beevil has a lot of technology at his base, and his whole entire base, if you just go into the map here, is based around a cog. Yeah, that's just insane. It looks so cool. I love how he did some stuff, but from things I've heard him say, he's probably going to actually have another base soon that isn't a cog, and I gotta say, if he tears this down to make another base, I'm gonna miss the cog. Please excuse the frame rate that happens around his base. He has a lot of machines going and a lot of stuff that sorta lags me, so I'm sorry if there's like a lot of frame rate drops, but it's what I have to put up with to come over to Beevil's base. So let's go through each room. This room has nothing. It's just a little ladder room with a coke oven and some hickory chests filled with, ooh, coke. Okay. And over here, a little bit of a machine with his ores all being filtered in. I believe this chest has nothing in it. Okay, they're all filtered in and filtered through to go up to the machines up there, I believe. These are all just little storage parts. This is another machine room filled with a crusher, little bit of things to automatically use the crusher, and what is this, a rock crusher? So he has two crushers in this room, so we'll just call this room the crusher room. Over here, he has his like massive coke brick oven industry running here 24/7, and it seems like a mine shaft down there. Little pool in the front, little pool out here, a fluid tank, and a assembler. I don't know what the assembler does. Oh, it's for crafting things automatically. Okay, so he's crafting a lot of treated wood. Keep that in mind. He's probably got some plans in for that. Over here is his storage area that I can't actually access, and all of his materials and his little beekeeping area. I'm gonna say now, I don't ever want to get into beekeeping. From what he's done and what I've heard from Maze and Lem, it's scary. It's very scary. I don't want to do that because everything about it is scary, honestly. It's a very long and arduous thing, and reading, and I'm not about that life. Okay, so back in here, we gotta keep going on with the tour. Just can't get too sidetracked here. Can't get too sidetracked. Let's put his bees away because he needs his bees. I don't know what this dripping comb is for. Beevil, Beevil, you know what this is for. It's in this chest. Right there. Okay. In this room is his 2 bloomeries, which I think look great. The combination of the materials look great. He uses a lot of brass, I believe. Something like that. I think it's brass. A lot of brass in his builds. And the bloomeries here, very simple. Little armor stand here, and that's that. This is just a bloomery room, couple cool swords. I think he got those from the Lycanite mobs. Up here, if we follow up here, this is his bedroom. This is where all the magic happens. He gets to sleep up here. Yes. Okay. No clue what these are, and I would assume these are like little energy trails so he can power whatever this is, which is a servo table, workbench, and okay, so this is to make machines with the SteamPunk mod? Not the SteamPunk mod, it's called Cogs of the Machine. Okay, there's another one in here. It's like Steam's Flaxbeard, or Flaxbeard Steam Power, something like that. Ooh! And he has a little disc rack for his jukebox. Okay, that's interesting. Little clock. Okay, so he just outfitted his base with a lot of DecoCraft stuff. And over here... Oh! Am I blind, or has this always been treated wood? I feel like he changed this. I feel like this wasn't treated wood at one point or another. Okay, over here, in here, a little bit more machines, a little bit more beekeeping machines, I believe. This is all, yeah, forestry machines, and rolling machine, railcraft machine. I don't know what this is. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. Wow, I am really, really far behind. Just a quick note. I say this multiple times in the video. Quote, I don't know what this machine does. Unquote. I say that multiple times, but I actually know what these machines do. I just don't know what they do in TerraFirmaPunk, because everything is different in TerraFirmaPunk. Some things that I know that might duplicate ores or double process ores don't actually do that in TerraFirmaPunk, so I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge on what these machines do in TerraFirmaPunk, but I do know what these machines do, I just don't know what they do in this mod pack. Zoom, go. A blast furnace, an improved blast furnace preheaters to go into the blast furnace. At least I know a little bit of immersive engineering. A bigger blast furnace for the railcraft mod, which this is where all of his ores go into, I believe, and then they get funneled down into the machines. Then the machines funnel them into his little place. I believe that's how that works. I think, maybe. I think that's how that works. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about anything. I should just stop talking. Metal press, little machine room, little things here, and then back into the coke oven industries of, awesomeness. But that's Beevil's base, shaped like a cog, very cool looking. He's got a lot of mobs in his base, which I don't very much approve of. Now we're over here at Grimwood, powered by water and wind. Where's fire and earth powering your base, Grim? I don't see that. I see water, maybe, but that's still water. Okay, so Grim has so much done to his base. He has an entire tree farm. I believe these are like sap farm things, rubber tapping, yep, and whole farm things. Okay, let's just go through the buildings one by one. This is sort of like a prison place. This is like his sheriff's office. This is like where he lives, I think. He has all his chests in here, couple beds, right? That one on the end is his. It's a carpenter's bed that he specifically put to him. Over here is his like storage area, filled with all of his materials and stuff, all of the good things that I sometimes take, tiny little bits. I'll come over here and grab a zinc if I need a zinc, if I'm doing something over at the forge and I just don't have enough materials. Over here is the forge. It is filled with Grim's blast brick furnace, coke oven, and crude blast furnace with a whole bunch of charcoal in it, and then this one compacts it down into the coke blocks. Chest for something, probably automatic output. Little bit of materials over here in the corner. Chest for automatic feeding into the blast furnace. Out here you have the bloomery with the crucible and the bellows for the crucible. You have some barrels to quench some things. His blue steel anvil. A bunch of blue steel, red steel, and black steel. Another fluid tank for all the creosote. His power potty over here with an actual powered potty in it that you can use if you so choose. And yes, it is a power potty because it is currently running through power. And his windmills, more windmills, always need some windmills. Over here is his, like, cafeteria, diner hall place. And just as tradition, we need to sample their sandwiches here. Tasted pretty good. I don't really think cherries fit in a sandwich, but A+ for effort. Over here is the bank, which I believe Maze and Lem built with him, for him. and it looks absolutely amazing inside. I really like how they did a couple of the teller things with the little gold coins here from DecoCraft, a little bit of a sideways thing, which I believe leads somewhere or just to nowhere land. Back here's the vault with his more riches and wealth, and more riches and wealth in here, and a safe with riches and wealth in there. It's insane. Okay, moving on from the bank, which it also has a second floor. Nothing's in the second floor, it's up there. Here is his barn. His barn holds some horses and some chickens, which you can grab some eggs from. That's pretty simple. That's pretty much it. It's just a barn with a lot of animals in it, a lot of farm animals. Over here, all the farm animals, his chickens, his roosters, his sheep, his cows, his pigs, all of those. And over here's his horse pen. It holds horses. I don't think I need to say much about that. It holds horses. It's a neat shape. It's a very odd shape for a horse stable, but I'm not going to complain about that. Here is his factory sort of place, thingamajig, where all his machines are. Bunch of machines in here. They do a whole bunch of stuff. There used to be a second floor, and now I don't know where it is. I'm pretty sure the entrance to the second floor is now on the side, yep, with these steel blocks from Immersive Engineering, and then up here, steamwork stuff, carpentry stuff, railcraft stuff, forestry stuff, a lot of stuff, more cogs of the machine stuff, and up here is the roof, which I believe has something on it. Yes, a little bit of a rainmaker, so you can possibly make rain. I don't know why you would want to make rain. Make rain. Stop making the rain, Grim. Hint, hint. I know it looks nice in your shaders, but you make it rain too much on this server. Even when you're not on, it rains, and it doesn't go away. Okay, over here, more magnetic craft, and a little bit more magnetic craft with the wind turbines, which you would have seen if you watched my Project Ozone 2 series. We've been using those for power, and it just runs into there with a little bit of an LV connector that runs all the way down into the city's power lines. Back down here, we just go whoop, and then we can continue on down the street. Over here is the residential district of Grimwood, where the members of the server got together to build a house, which I sadly wasn't able to make it that day. And here's Beevil's plot. Really didn't do much, you know, Beevil's sort of lacking, what a guy. And over here, it is my house. But, you know, somebody must have torn down the sign and replaced it with a Cogs Hollow sign, you know. I don't really know who would do that, but over here, this is Beevil's plot. Really didn't do anything. Sort of just put a scarecrow up. Lazy guy. Yeah. Okay, this plot was mine. I actually missed the event. I'm going to make a house here very, very soon. I'm still in the process of planning said house, so don't worry. There will be a house here soon, and we can complete Grimwood. Over here is Grim's church that he did in the build-off. Very simple, very nice, very, you know, plain on the inside. Over here is Maze and Lem's, like Japanese styles tea house thing with some slidey cool doors, some seats on the inside, tea. You can sit in the chairs, drink some tea. And then Lem's is over here, which I'm not really sure what this is. I think it's just more Japanese style stuff. Sort of nice interior, pretty like barren, you know, no chairs. I'm going all health inspector mode. No chairs. Everybody needs some chairs. It's a health hazard that everything's made out of wood, and a nice little bed, which we should sleep in, because nighttime is always dangerous around the server, around these parts. Okay, let's get out. Thank you. And eat the sandwich that we stole. Yes. Okay, back down, and start drinking some water that we have. Over here is the saloon where Grim claims he lives. I believe he's a functioning alcoholic that lives in the saloon. He likes to claim he lives in the saloon because he's always here drinking some alcohol. And in here, got some alcohol. It is apparently the job of everybody in the server to make one type of alcohol. I haven't chosen which type I want yet, but I'm going to start making some alcohol soon. Up here, couple little rooms, nothing really in them. Painting, light, bed, and then over here, probably another painting, light, and bed. Okay, just the light, no bed, no painting. Wow, that's a rip-off. Okay, the owner must live in here. Hint, hint, it's just Grim. Okay, back down, and out. All the way over here, we can come to his factory, which was built very, very far away. This is his factory and his something or other. I think this is like a little bit of a... Yeah, I'm not actually sure what this is. Hold on. What is this? Okay, it's just hollow. For right now, it's just the hollow tower. Okay, so Maybe that's like a wind or a water thing soon, like a water containment unit. And then over here, obviously, his factory, which all of his machines are in, I believe. Whole bunch of machines in this place. I'm ready to show you. Okay, so bottom floor, nothing much. He's been putting more and more in here. More coke brick ovens. Everything's like automated with these logistic pipes. Blast brick furnace from Railcraft. The automatic put in. The world anchor, which I'm not sure what does. I believe this is a chunk loader for the price of ender pearls. Right here is a laser setup for BC silicone, which we have not gotten into yet. We are far, far away from that. Logistics pipe things, more and more. Up here, or back here, is his little janitor's closet for him to clean up some spills, messes, and pukes that happen in here. His little rooftop garden, which I didn't actually know was in here, so it's his like apiary area. Or forestry area. In here, little simple machine, multi-block controls for MagnetiCraft. You know, it's just sort of MagnetiCraft. Up here, I believe this is his immersive engineering tower, arc furnace, grinder. No, more MagnetiCraft. This is a grinder, so I believe you can double your output in ores or something like that. Again, I am so uneducated on what a lot of these machines do. I'm sorry if I'm just spouting randomness. And another windmill, wind turbine for more power to Grimwood, since Grimwood needs a lot of power for all his machines. But that's Grimwood. That's the entire day of Grimwood, everything in Grimwood. Now, the last stop we need to do is Maze and Lems. Let's go over there. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed seeing the server. I hope you got a kick out of seeing everybody's progress on the server so far and how far I am behind. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Remember, stay fancy, and peace out. Bye-bye.